It's one of the things that says, "What is that?" Oh, it's kissable. Oh, hell no. Let's not do that, darlings. Listen, my darlings. Okay, darlings. Knock me down. Taking it. Yeah, they played a video for me after I watched my videos on the phone. And I was like, yeah, still hot smoking gun. There ain't no smoking gun, y'all. Mutations. Let's talk about mutations. Okay. Reason why there are forms of what we perceive as scientific study and research as mutations, because it's just basically adaptations in the environment to what's happening. Right? When you're like Abraham, you manage your environment real well because you're a faithful person. You don't have a lot of issues with disease and mutations and things like that. When things are out of whack, there's mutations to adjust, to survive, to balance, to try to balance nature. I've been noticing that a lot with the weather and stuff too. That the way the weather, it cools down in the north, the heat pushes up in the North Pole, but it's not working the way it used to could. Because back when the planet would do that with different weather things and harsh weather and stuff like that, the human beings weren't as psychotic about their industrial revolution of let's destroy each other in the world. Let's do this. Okay. And so nature's solutions to the problems that we invent, they're not going to work anymore. And people are playing with them, and it's just like, yeah. And when Judah Krishnamurti and Jonas Salk talked about vaccines, and when Judah Krishnamurti said, here's what you do, and Jonas Salk that'd be great, That'd be like a lot. Joel said, "Oh, you're talking about a perfect world, living in a perfect world, right? Like Jesus commanded. You're God. You have to be that way, guy. How many people in this town, especially in this town, didn't happen to me as much in Sierra Vista, but it's happened to me here. Okay, how many people in this town? Because I love John. I love everybody. John Najim was an ass. Okay. He got me the job at Olay, and then he was an ass to me. And he took me everywhere to keep him safe from bullies. And he'd kiss ass to all the bullies, and then he would tell me to shut up and don't piss off the bullies. I'd be like, don't tell me how to not get bullied. You're the one who needs my help to keep you safe from bullies. Do you understand? You came to me. I'm like King David. You're not. Don't tell me how to be like King David. I don't tell you to be like somebody that goes and hides under the coffee table every time Goliath comes into town. Do you know what I'm saying? People got to understand that. It's okay. The guys with, what was his name? Remember Samson from the Bible? Okay. Samson, it's really cold out there. My nose is red. Samson from the Bible. He told everybody, go back to the village. I'll take care of it. We're going to use their rules to have them fight by their rules. And he fought all 5,000 of them because he knew, by the last one, it's like, you just don't just want to go, you can join us. I can't. They'll all come try to kill me. No. Even if it was just the last ones, I'm going to be a Hebrew. There's something about this Samson guy I want to be like, right? That's what I would do, but I'm not a Philistine. I'm like Samson, right? Samson. Okay, damn, we're half-baked again. So, you get people, I know y'all got brain damage, and I understand that. And I had a lot of the brain damage too. I'm getting better as it goes on. They stuff about Moses and the others, when they get older, they get better. And it's like, I don't want to say better. It's just better at cutting through crap because I'm tired of living in crap. Okay. So, I don't think that's necessarily better. Better is living the Lord's Prayer and then feeling good. Feeling good. We could, we should, we would stop. Think for a moment, okay, in this way, while we convey that you must do away with all the stress and strife and be the blessing of life and use kindness and never blindness. And you'll find that this perspective is blessed. Check it out. I fixed the lyrics. I'm sure Keith would be okay with it. I'm quite certain, Jordan in the curtain. Okay, what about the Neller and the Deller and the Dweller and the Cellar? I don't like the toothbrush on the toothbrush. How about you? But guys, seriously, darlings, okay? The only solution is stand up for Lord's Prayer and let's do this. And we got the communications available. You're just gonna have to step outside of your, you're an addict. Okay, I reiterate, you are addicted to shit that is stupid. You're like your dirty, rotten, pig-stealing great-great-great-grandfather there. And your Stanley Yelnex box isn't going to save you from not living the Lord's Prayer. It's not that hard. Anybody here see my old friend Abraham? Yes, the guy who has the faith of Father Abraham is holding a phone right now telling us to live the Lord's Prayer. Can you tell me where he's going? I think I saw him all walking up over the hill with Abraham, Martin, and John, right? Bobby, right? Guys, that was a good song. Okay, it doesn't make much sense now. They didn't free a lot of people. It seems a good day die young. Not always. But when the selfish are denied us the Lord's Prayer a lot, that happens a lot. Okay, Tiny Tims? Okay. So Victor Hugo and Charles Dickens, but get your ass out of the bookstore and stop selling stories for money. Carol, you're funny. The bells are ringing for me and Gargal. I was sitting there watching this stuff because, when Donald Trump was talking yesterday and they said, we're going to do this, we're going to drill for oil, we're going to do all these things. I was like, oh no, they're trying to look for another bout of COVID or whatever, stuff like that. And I thought, nah, I don't think that way. AI, AIAIO. Okay. AI, you owe me a life because Jesus gave you a life to save you all from hell. Okay, AIO. So I'm just being silly. But, serious? Kind of serious, yeah. You do owe Jesus a life. He eternally corrected you, and he's eternally perfect, so you owe him a life. And it's time to start now. And if you're not going to do that, this is what the one kiddo said in the little Mormon church prayer thing there. He said about believing in the body and the spirit of Jesus Christ. It's like, yeah, you're right. And what else did he say that was very correct? I can't remember. But I was like, good for you, kid. He's seeing it. Martin Clark had a lot of that in them, too. There's a lot of kids in the Mormon church that see Jesus more correctly. Well, because they have this false thought that they're going to be gods and stuff, but it gives them a better understanding of Jesus, the man who has a wife and needs children, tells us to be fruitful and multiply. So they're a little bit, that's the whole thing with the Muslims and the Mormons getting along, Mitt Romney and and stuff. And so there's a more attention to detail and truth of the reason for the gift and why we have the gift and so the gift of reproduction. Yeah. And, women is, childbirth is going to be a lot better, okay, when we get our shit together and get our poop in a scoop and stuff. It's going to be, it's still a difficult proposition for a woman. It's one of my favorite songs when I was a kid was Paul Anka's Having My Baby, right? I'm a woman in love and I love what's going through me. Look at it like that. And, you live the Lord's Prayer. Women don't have to worry about sending their children off to war and being mass murdered over a dick measuring contest. And some bitch who says, my milkshake brings all the hot dogs and heat to the yard. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, when will they ever learn? Ask him, Pete Seeger. I need more money to fuck. Okay, do you understand? So stop that. Stop it, my darlings. Okay. I'm going to go eat some grub on. Trust me, I'm the 13th, 22nd Redeemer that they refer to in Islamic prophecy that Muhammad was talking to. I'm the spirit of Earl. It's in the spirit of Earl, who's the subject of Ralph and Mary. And so yeah, it's not too hard to figure out there. Okay, come on, Charlie Chan and Mr. Moto. Charlie Chan ain't got nothing. I'm going to find her. But guys, we're going to be okay. Okay. And the stuff, the Temple said like they're going to manipulate me with the Lopez stuff, and I know that, but I'm still going to roll with it because, my thing is I really like this song on my MP3. I was just wanting you to comfort me when I called you last night. You see, it's a really good song. And Mark wrote it, I'm pretty sure, with a friend for Jennifer, right? It's a pretty song. They got 2 little cute kids out of it, right? And so when I hear that song, I think, okay. I am such a traditionalist. Look, I think I'm Men in Back with Steffi, and no. Okay. And I have a Patrick with Steffi. Yeah, I understand, but that was like an engineered marriage by the Pentagon to replicate the conditions of David and of Bathsheba and all kinds of crazy shit. And you got to understand the relationship between Bathsheba and David was not meant to be because the other people weren't obeying and they weren't listening. If they were obeying and listening, it would have been under better conditions, and the spirit, the temple for the spirit would have been in better conditions. Okay. When you guys do things wrong, it puts children into eternal wretchedness and they're born into hell. Okay. When you do things right, they're born into the kingdom of heaven and they're not missing the mark, and we just have to keep them hitting that mark. And he walks with me and he talks with me. Do you understand? I am a child of God. Lead me, guide me, walk beside me, help me find the way, understand eternity, and stop trying to sell it at a church store every day. Yay! Do you understand? I'm funny. I know. I connected to the kiddos in the choir on the thing on BYU Nation TV. I'm like, wow. These are cute. I got kids. I like to always reminds me of Miami. The guys, okay. The guys I'd hang out with. And well, it was hard because a lot of the guys you were nerdy you would hang out with, they secretly hated you. I didn't have that problem. Paul looked like, Lancelot. And then gets older and looks like Jimmy Smits. Yeah, he's gorgeous. Yeah. And I'm going to push him off the tree. He thinks he's so hot and cute. And I never had that about him. I just loved him. Yeah. And I knew eventually he's going to take one. Then once he's off the market, then I'll free up for some of the other girls and then they'll have to settle for me, which is okay because I'm a pretty nice guy. I got a good sense of humor. I got a good bathtub singing voice there if she lets me sing and doesn't criticize me all the time because she's insecure. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm being silly, right? Okay, guys, I love you very much. Let's load this one up. We'll keep loading. I was going to go out in the barn. We'll go out in the barn tomorrow. It's going to be like 15 degrees cooler tomorrow. Warmer tomorrow. So we'll go out and hoop it up tomorrow. Today we just figured we'd just stay in and it's all cold and we'll just sit out. It's frosty. And I'm not Frosty the Snowman, so I had to be like the little girl and go into the greenhouse. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, I love y'all, right? Peace out, man.